What's up, people? Nature Girl 30 here, and just to let y'all know, yeah, I actually did watch TNA Genesis, and I only have one word to say about it. Meh. Seriously, there wasn't really anything exciting. I mean, for me, while watching this pay-per-view, it just wasn't, and I'm happy that I streamed it because if I didn't, I just would have been upset the entire night. But there was one match that pretty much stood out to me as probably one of the best matches of the night, and I'm talking about Joseph Park versus Devon. And I'm gonna be real here. I have never been so enamored by a character in wrestling since the Attitude Era. Like seriously, or no, probably yeah, not for a long, long time. And I mean, I guess yeah, I guess I could say I have never been more enamored and more having considered a character more endearing than Joseph Park since Eugene. Like seriously, I loved Eugene during this time. I thought he was an endearing character, but honestly, I love Joseph Park. The fact that he literally just I mean, he kayfabed that entire lawyer thing, the lawyer gimmick, as well as he did his whole channeling of Abyss and did the Black Hole Slam. I mean, I loved his character. You literally was behind his character the whole time. It was so great that I literally, if I was there, I would have found a way to try to give that man a hug after the match. Like, it was that good. He is really good at what he's doing. And I was so disappointed that he didn't win. And Devon really played a great heel when it came to that match. He played a great heel. It was a really good match. But I love I was sad the way it ended, but I love Joseph Park. He's probably one of my favorite characters now for TNA. I mean, seriously, he had a really great match. I even tweeted to him. I'm not sure if he's going to read it, but I just told him he had a great match. That's how much I love his character. But the matches throughout the night really weren't all that bad, but they were kind of predictable, and it didn't make any sense why they went the way they did. For example, the Knockouts match for the Knockouts Gauntlet. The fact is, it didn't make any sense, in my opinion, that Gail Kim came in so strong only to have Velvet Sky win at a roll-up. Like, well, she probably didn't win a roll-up. The thing is that her win was cheap. It was extremely cheap. She only did one move and she won. With three other credible wrestlers that she took out, it didn't really, I mean, with two other credible wrestlers that were before her, that she took out, that Gail Kim took out, it made sense for it to be either three credible wrestlers. I was actually shocked that Miss Tessmacher didn't go all the way because she's probably one of the best wrestlers out there. I was shocked that Mickie James didn't at least have another chance for the Knockouts title. But instead, Velvet Sky won by one move and a pin. And also the fact that Gail Kim's leg was underneath the rope and the ref didn't see. I don't know. The whole thing is, I don't understand why Velvet Sky got this huge push at her return in the first place just to have a cheap win in the end. Like, it didn't make any sense. And I didn't really like that match at all. Even, it's not the fact that they actually did perform poorly. It's the fact that it didn't make any sense why Velvet Sky won. Let alone, it was how cheap of how she won. Because I don't think she's a heel. That's pretty much a heel way to win. And she's a face. So I didn't understand why that happened the way it did. But regardless of that, I didn't really like that match much. The main event of the night, Jeff Hardy versus Austin Aries or Double A and Bobby Roode. I really didn't care much for this match. I should have, because I like Austin Aries, but I didn't really care much for it. I mean, I tried, but I didn't really care much for it. But I guess because of the fact that I don't really see Jeff Hardy as being a champion that you can go behind anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. The guy pretty much has so many odds in his face. It's like meh. He's a meh champion. Like, he's not a champion like, I love Jeff Hardy. Like, he's just meh. And he's not a bad champion. It just doesn't matter to me. Just like the Sting versus Doc match. I didn't care about that at all. Because for crying out loud, who would ever believe that Sting at his age can come out and beat the crap out of Doc? Well, actually, the thing about it is, how would he be able to have so much trouble with Doc when he completely cleared the ring of all the aces and eights this past TNA? This past Impact show. It didn't make any sense how it all filled out. And then all of a sudden he had trouble taking out Doc. Doc had the upper hand a few times, but then Sting ended up getting the win. Only to have, I guess, only to have the aces and eights surround the ring and have Bully Ray come and rescue him. Why would he need rescuing if he ended up taking out the aces and eights from this past Impact? Why would he have trouble with Doc if he was able to take out the aces and eights this past Impact? I don't know whether or not the script writers or whoever wrote it figured that out. But either or, it was a meh match. I didn't really care. I didn't really see it was just desserts. It was just there. You know, that's just how I really saw it. It was cute how they had Brooke Hogan come out as well as Bully Ray, seeing how they were going to get married on TNA. And I thought it was cute. I thought the whole thing was a little cute. It was meh to me. The whole moment, the whole filler segment that they had was just, who cares? But it was a little cute because Bully Ray really tried to do the whole I'm excited about being engaged thing in the most Bully Ray style he could pull off. And I hate to say it, I tipped my imaginary hat off to him. I thought it was cute. To believe he's ever going to marry someone like Brooke Hogan, I don't know, maybe. But I just thought the whole thing was kind of cute in the way he was trying to, like, pull off the whole I'm excited about getting married thing. I just thought that part was cute. But, I don't know. I have to say this pay-per-view just really was kind of, you didn't care much about it. Like, seriously, you really didn't care much about it because they announced everything at the last minute. You really didn't know it was on the card unless you looked at online, and I only heard about maybe 2 matches that were announced on Impact, and I'm just like, I don't know. It just wasn't all that bad, but I have to say that Daniels versus Storm was probably the Christopher Daniels segment backstage had me rolling. I love Christopher Daniels. So I have to say I had a few highlights of this pay-per-view. A Christopher Daniels segment, as well as Joseph Parks' match that he had with Devon. Those are the true high ups, the highlights that I had of this entire pay-per-view. But everything else, I didn't really care much for it. So I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Send me a video response. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, whether or not you like TNA, you like TNA's Genesis for this year, or whether or not you didn't care much for it. So leave a comment in the comment section below. Send me a video response. Thanks, guys. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.